X-Wing players, your round starts now. Now the players pairings over 406. 406 pairings now.
Switch this camera around. Have I got? Now, players, please remember to host your IDs and flight control immediately.
Count him! Count him!
I'll tell him to shut up.
Ray, let's go.
Le plus gros, is pistol. La stability pistol.
Depends how far we're talking. I'm going back. If it's a short distance, I'm just going to hike. Okay.
Oh, they've got really.
Ray.
Don't ask me how I did yesterday. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to round 5, day 2 of the X-Wing Champions European Championships. We've got 70 minutes left on the round. Okay, there's time on screen, so we're ready to go. Took us a little while to get going because I was trying to mess around with several things at the same time. I've been joined for round 5 by Seb Brady. explain a little bit about yourself, Seb. How will people know you?
I think the easiest way people know me is probably with my little bit of a Y-wing problem.
You're the crazy Y-wing guy.
I am the crazy Y-wing guy. That's what I've been called a few times.
So, what is it? So, just to explain, for those that don't know you as the crazy Y-wing guy, explain why you're the crazy Y-wing guy.
Well, can you get this? I like X-Wing. So, I like Y-Wings. It's what got me into the game. I've always liked the ship. My friend Mike started saying, "No, you should come and play this game." It's like, yeah, what's it called? Oh, it's X-Wing, get your Y-Wings and stuff. And that's it. He gave me a Y-Wing, put it on the table, and I've been playing ever since with Y-Wings.
I'm also a fan of Y-Wings. Yeah. But not to the extent that you are. How many have you got now?
I currently own, I think it's about 40 X-Wing ones.
X-Wing ones, and then there's a whole bunch. What the other ones?
And then I've got
like
about 30 bases of Armada Y-Wings.
Oh wow!
And then I've got every Lego Y-Wing that's ever been made, released, whatever.
Right.
I have way too many. It's a problem.
You were vocal recently that you only ever play the 4 TLT Y-Wing list. And obviously that you got a lot of flack for that because people see it as a bit of an easy list, the kind of like the autoplay kind of thing, where it's not, you have to occupy yourself too much, it absorbs a lot of damage. What is it that, I mean obviously that's one aspect of it, but then, so you never play anything else? You just always those Y-Wings?
I've taken Vengaroo to 3 regionals, did well at 2, did really, really bad at one of them.
Yeah?
But I just didn't find it fun. I don't know what it is about the Y-Wing. I've always liked it. I just like flying around in the formation and breaking them up and just seeing how well I can actually do with them. And the easiest way of flying them, like to actually do well in a tournament, is taking TLT. I mean, I can take dorsal turrets and bombs and stuff, but if I'm going to a regional, like anyone else, I guess, I just want to try and do well.
So you mentioned you bought Y-Wing, Armadas from Y-Wings from Armada. Let's find out how deep your psychosis goes. Do you play Armada?
Yeah.
And do you play with all Y-Wings?
Whatever the squadron points are, it's all in Y-Wings.
It is, really? Yeah. Okay, I've never played Armada, so I'm not quite sure how that would work, but I'm guessing it works okay?
They're very good at bombing things if there's no fighters to
You don't take any other ship, just a whole ton of
Y-Wings? I've got to take my capital ships.
All right, okay.
I tend to take just MC-30s and some Nebulans. I tend to fly them off the board quite quickly. I'm not very good at Armada. It's just really fun.
Right,
it just looks pretty on a board.
That's how it is. You saw Y-Wings and you were like, I'm in.
Sold.
Wicked. Okay, so in the interest of international relations, I have brought you here a Spanish Y-Wing to add to your collection, the ala I, as they call it. That's ala as in wing, and I grega is the Spanish word for the letter Y.
See, this is it. I'm even getting a Spanish lesson while
absolutely.
in international relations, I will bring you this English.
We are going to have an exchange. This is we'll do it on camera. We got to change that angle. On camera, we're going to exchange a Spanish Y-Wing for a British Y-Wing in a gesture of solidarity for Europe. Yeah, especially with the general election coming up. So, thank you very much, sir.
Very much.
Here is your Spanish Y-Wing. Thank you very much. So you've got quite a crazy collection. The one I'm most interested in seeing later is you have a prototype one.
I do, yeah.
Which has been signed by Frank Brooks as a gesture of authenticity.
Yep.
But I mean, I've only seen pictures on Facebook, so I'm not quite sure too much about it. But like, the suspicion is that it's just one that wasn't painted.
I guess that could be a valid suspicion.
Is there any difference discernible?
It's basically just like a
it's
white injection
in the package.
That's it. It's in package.
It's in the packaging.
Yeah, it's in
but it's like unpainted.
Unpainted, and it's all like a bit glossy, and some of the finish on the cards and stuff is different.
Oh really? So you've opened it as well?
Well, it's like they said, it was already open because they had to check it when they unboxed it and everything. But it was.
You're seeing a sly grin coming on my face. That I think they've played you.
I don't care if they played it or not.
We'll just stick this in paint stripper for a bit and tell them it's a prototype. Okay.
It's in my bag, ready to go.
Cool. All right.
So you can see it later.
But it's like exactly the same. There's nothing apart from the fact it's just white. There's no real difference in it.
But I think the thing that was funny about it is it was given to me on live stream at Worlds.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, so I was sat spectating, watching the live stream table, and then Frank Brooks just comes up behind me, taps me on the shoulder, and just hands me this Y-Wing.
You're a crazy Y-Wing guy. Have more Y-Wings.
Well, the night before we were all in the pub.
Frank Brooks, the enabler.
Well, I'm not going to say anything. I mean, he signed my map when I was at Worlds 2016 by drawing a TIE Striker blowing up a Y-Wing, so I'm still not sure how I feel about that.
Okay. Well, I mean, obviously, everyone has their certain ways to do it. Like, for example, myself and Andrew Patterson are part of the 100 points club. But, like, we didn't know at what point to stop collecting. So it's like, well, when you've got 100 points of each ship, then it's okay. You know, so you've got to get 6 Hawks because you can get 100 points. You can get 6 Hawks in a 100-point list.
Yeah, just swap them.
You've got to be careful, and so you get to a situation where, I mean, back in the day, back when I started around wave 3, it wasn't that hard. It wasn't that bad. But now we're talking about wave 11, and it's like, it's getting a bit difficult doing the whole collection like that. Yeah. I was talking to one of my friends on the way over here, and it was like, you know, if you sign up now, you're basically, the only way you can do it is you've not started X-Wing, but you see it, you watch this video, and you go, wow, I'd like to play that game. You're basically, the only way you can invest yourself in the game now is by concentrating on one faction. Yeah. There's no way. Back in the day, it was like, I had to get one of everything, and then I was okay, and then some of them I'll get doubles. But like, nowadays, it's too cost prohibitive. You have to concentrate on one faction and just go for the upgrades that you need.
Yeah, I think that's the best way.
Because otherwise, you just end up hitting your head against a brick wall. And the guys that are joining up nowadays, how long have you been in the hobby?
Not long at all. Coming up to 2 years.
Yeah. Oh no,
Really,
I've been about 3 years, so it's not that bad. It's one of the veterans being here for 2 years.
I've probably only been playing competitive a year.
Yeah.
It took me a long time to venture out of our local store at the time and sort of go, hey, there's actually a community for this game.
Yeah. So one of the things that people joining up nowadays don't realise is back when I started playing in Wave 3, it was a question of when a wave launched, you had to buy it that month, or you were going to be waiting 6 months for the next boat to arrive. For example, the epic ships, the Tantive came out. We've got attacks going on. Take the shield tokens off of Omega Specialist. Switch this around so it's a bit more comfortable.
Yeah, that's fine.
Fire back.
Miranda's okay, nothing happened there. They're pretty quick with the attacks here. I hate those shiny dice.
I was going to say, a bit of a
everyone hears me complain about it and they go, nah, it can't be that bad.
It's been evaded.
It's really bad. It's really, anything that's not a core set dice is really bad to see on camera. It's like what I ended up doing in Tatooine Open, because now every single game, before it wasn't so bad, but now every single game people have got these shiny dice. Every single game I watch, people have got these shiny dice. Let me get rid of that. I'm working on getting a bit more information on this screen. So when everybody's got shiny dice now, especially in the games that I end up watching because they're normally the top tier players. But it's like when you see core set dice, the difference is like night and day. A bit how visible they are. So what ended up happening is in Tatooine in the final, I was getting tired of seeing all these shiny dice and going, isn't that? Isn't it? So what I ended up doing is like I'm gonna request that they play with my dice, not my dice. So I didn't want to go into that, invade that sort of territory where they're going, you're both going to use my dice, and then they all come up shit. Excuse the language, and they end up complaining it's my dice. No. So what I ended up doing was I ended up going to a couple of guys in the community and said, go around, I want you to get one die from everyone you can find. Everyone that's going to watch the final, just get a one, and until I've got 6 green and 6 red. And so it's like a selection from everybody instead of just one person, you know, like a potpourri. And then they played with those dice, and like I say, the difference is like night and day. The only other thing I've noticed recently is now that I've got, this camera is actually loaned to me by a friend. It's a much better camera than what I usually use.
Right.
With this camera, the gold and silver dice from the worlds, well, the silver not so much, but the gold are really clear. Yeah, but everything else is too shiny. Reflects too much loot.
Change sort of gold and silver target locks this year then.
They were funny. Yeah, yesterday they put them on, and from the lights above, they were like glaring like a light bulb in the middle of the table. They're reflecting so much.
I'm not keen on them. They went in my case and they've not come out since.
They're a bit too shiny in my opinion, because they're going to get scratched easily, and then they'll start to look terrible after a few uses.
Like tin foil on the table. It's just we played them we play in a local pub, and we had them out there, and it's like you said, as soon as the light hits them, it's like, is that gold or silver?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know now.
And then the question is the gold one the red one, or is the blue one is it the blue one?
Who knows? Make it
so it's
go
like,
along.
I don't know. And then halfway through the frame, no, we're going to do it the backwards. We're going to do it the other way.
Now you've got a free target.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
So is the TIE Special Force at the back? Is that quick draw?
Quick draw is the one that's towards the back. Yeah. The Omega Specialist. We've put a little white. You can't see on the camera we're watching at the moment, but on the screen we've got You see on the tile in front, around the base, it's got a little white circle.
Yep.
There, that's to indicate the Omega Specialist. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's how we can tell that.
Now I won't stumble between the two.
Yeah, no, it's much easier like that. I mean, I say it too much really with people watching. Hello from Poland. We've got the stuff I'm working on is still in progress. You can see right here. This is what I basically use to control it all and update the screen and stuff like that. I'm working on a new version of it that will allow me to include more dynamic data. So, for example, when you spend a torpedo, it will be crossed out on the upgrade list.
Oh, okay.
It's crossed through. When a ship dies, its name and upgrades will go dark grey instead of white, stuff like that. And so, in the case of this, where the Omega Specialist has got like a white marker on his base, we'd put where it says Omega Specialist. Afterwards, it would be followed by a circle, and that would be the colour of the token we put on there. So if you're playing like a TIE Swarm, as Negro Oscuro will play in Spain, he's got 7 TIE fighters, and we have to mark little colours on each one, and so we'd have like the whole list of Academy pilots with each colour coming up after their name, so you could tell which one was in which position, which is easier than for me, from a live perspective, is a lot easier than what I've seen other people do, where they start putting numbers on them and dragging the numbers across the screen to kind of match them up when they move. So that way I don't have to do that. There's a colour on its base, you follow that colour. That's something I'm working on anyway, but not quite got there.
Well, we look forward to seeing it at Nationals, and you will be there.
There's two things: the costs, and then my wife. So
I'll bring you both over.
yeah,
it's fine.
it's not easy. And it's in Liverpool though. But I went to university in Liverpool, so I do love Liverpool. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's not a problem for me.
Thankfully, it's like my new local place to play is Liverpool, so that's it. Crashing at one of my friend's house is going to be a good few days.
Cool. So today is Saturday at the Expo. There's a lot more people here than there were yesterday.
Yeah.
In the FFG Championships, it's not so noticeable because obviously the championships started already. They're at the back of the hall. They've now got a Destiny tournament going on, and Imperial Assault, I believe, is starting somewhere over there as well. But when you head out towards the outer area of the NEC, and I can tell right now, if you're listening, I'm going to end up without a voice by this afternoon.
Connor net straight onto the specialist.
Yeah. How much damage do you take off? 2 shields.
Yeah. He's got Sabine, yeah?
Yeah. So the reason for this pairing is basically these two players they went 3-1 yesterday, and I was kind of, when I arrived, I hadn't quite realised they'd already put the pairings up. So I was kind of like, a lot of people were already in places.
Right.
So I went to get the guy who went the first 3 rounds yesterday. He went undefeated first 3 rounds, 200-0, and then won the 4th round as well, but not such a great margin. And I wanted to get him on, but he was already sat down with his opponent. They've already placed asteroids, placed ships, deployed and everything. So I was like, well, I'm not going to make you move now. And so I just went round the first row of tables, looking for an interesting couple of lists. And I had a guy playing 2 fire sprays, and he's gone 4-0. But his opponent didn't want to go on stream. So I was like, well, I'll have to skip you then. And ended up getting down to these guys at the end of the 2nd row and saw a TIE bomber and figured that's not too bad.
That's what we're having on screen.
Yeah. All 4 shields off. Yep, all 4 shields off of Miranda.
Miranda doesn't shoot. Right here.
So when you play your 4 Y-Wings with TLTs, okay?
Yep.
What's your situation when looking at a Miranda Dash? How's that feel for you?
It depends how well I'm playing.
Yeah.
I'd like to say that it's looking quite good. Because realistically, Dash wants to be range 2 to 3. Start shooting the Y-Wings.
That Omega Specialist has taken heavy damage already and doesn't look like he's going to outlast this round.
2 hole.
No, I figure, right, okay, so...
Right. Checking out.
So both of Bartosz's ships have already fired, so he's managed to make it through 1 more round. There's 3 hits and 2 hits and a crit there. It looks like a focus result. and the crit is
Cannot perform
the damage
action
sensor
except
array.
this on this card. No, not good. Not fucking good. Worst crit on Miranda. Yeah.
So yeah.
It's not good for dropping bombs.
No, of course not.
Really not good.
As he's saying, well, he's actually there's some foul language coming out of the stream right now. You can't hear because I'm not on the headphones, but yeah, he's not impressed.
At least he's still alive. He's
Yeah.
still here.
So for the Y-wings, the bombs.
Bombs are okay realistically because I've still got 8 health combined.
Yeah.
It's the thing with Y-wings that, yeah, I've got 1 agility, fair enough, but I still have 8 health.
Yeah.
Like, it takes a lot to bring one down, you know. But with Miranda dash, realistically, if he gets a full roll with dash, he takes 4. On that, I don't evade, I take 4 damage, and then he TLTs me with Miranda.
Yeah.
That's 2. Everything still gets to shoot for me.
Okay. Well, one of the things from my streaming career, one of the most famous matches what I had was my first nationals final, where Negro Oscuro, Spanish player who played the 4 Y-wings, Scum Y-wings,
Yeah.
in 2015 won the national, and 2016 won the national with the same list. So that first national, he ended up playing the final against a friend of mine, playing Dash Corran, and that, I mean, he basically took him apart. He gave him a screwdriver and just basically piece by piece took the ships apart. And the Dash and Corran have an advantage in that situation. They can, for example, use David, who was my friend, used things like the push the limit on Dash to be able to measure to see how much of a range he had to all 4 of them to work out if he was going to barrel roll to try and escape some fire from the target lock, from the twin laser turret and stuff like that. But it's still not. It just still wasn't enough, and he ended up getting Corran left by himself. And it was just a question of time until he got wound down. The 4 dice from Dash and Corran with his double tap is enough to take a Y-wing out per turn, but you've got to be able to
call it right.
exploit it correctly. Yeah, you can't
If you can sort of pick it up where Corran's maybe taking 1 TLT and Dash is only in range of 1, then you're going to liquidate that Y-wing. He's out of there for not much damage back, and realistically then there's nothing really you can do. You can just sort of try and get half points or kill Corran or something. You've got to get the engagement right because there's still a lot of firepower, but if equally so the engagement goes right for me, I can sink probably 6 or 7 damage onto Dash or kill Corran in that first engagement and have a Y-wing on the board still.
People are commenting in the chat. They've seen the videos of Negro Oscuro playing. He's an excellent player.
I've seen it on YouTube. It is good.
He went to the World Championships, played the same. He actually went because he won 2015. He went to the World Championships and he didn't want to play the 4 Y-wings because that was the point when they'd only just come out.
Yeah.
And there was a stigma, not the stigma that they were too easy, but there was this. He was worried, and I had spoken to him about it. We were worried that by the time he got to World Championships, it was the boogeyman list, and if you played it, people were ready to take it apart. And so he went with a TIE Swarm, and it ended up being a very anti-TIE Swarm meta, and he did terribly. Next year, he won once again national championship, completely different meta with the same list, facing Triple Jump Masters in the final. Once again, won it without a doubt. I think he had 2 Y-wings left when he finished it off. I think he only lost one Y-wing for the majority of the game. I can't remember now, but I remember it being a pretty obvious victory for him. And he went to World Championships and decided, right, well now I'm known for this. I've played it 2 times. I've won 2 national championships. I'm going to play the Y-wings, and he got to top 16. So I mean, he is very capable. You've got like the Polish have got a very good Y-wing player as well. He gets quite far.
There is a stigma with them though. A lot of people just hate them. Like,
it's, I mean, especially when it first started off, I remember when the TLT was announced, because once again, I'm a Y-wing fan. I was a guy that before the TLT came out, went to regionals with a Horton Sarm title, Ion Cannon, R3A2. And it was like, when balls out, and everyone was like, "This is crazy." And then the Y-wing with TLT came out, and the whole thing was when Ion Cannon turret only had range 2.
yeah.
So once they announced the twin laser turret, I was like, I don't care. I don't care how much damage it does. It's range 3.
Yeah. So it is good.
Yeah. So they a lot of people complained about it. 1 damage per attack. It wasn't enough and stuff like that. It's just like they weren't really focusing on the rate of fire, the amount of pounding you were just going to receive. And obviously, yes, when you get to having 4 of them in a list, it can be quite overpowering.
Yeah, well, I started literally just before TLT was released.
Yeah.
I remember the only reason I ever came into a TLT card was because me and my dad actually started playing X-Wing. We saw it on the kitchen side, so let's play. And I was like, right, okay, he's got some TIE fighters, I've got some X-Wings, and I've got this Y-Wing, he's got a TIE bomber. Now we need something more. Went back to my local shop, and he says, oh, but these have just come in literally that day.
Yeah.
So it must have been the day the K-Wing was out. And I bought the K-Wing and the Punisher.
Uh-huh.
And that was it. I saw the TLT card. I'm like, hang about, that's 6 points. But I don't know why. Oh, this is cool. I can get 4 in a list. Yeah, let's do this. And that's how long I've been flying it for, really.
So let me ask you as well, because you kind of strike me as being more of a rebel Y-Wing player. Do you play the Scum variant or
I play
Rebels?
the Scum variant because I like the 3 greens.
Yeah, of course. I mean,
realistically, it suits the.
It makes you. I mean, it's the best list.
Yeah.
It makes you feel dirty to play it, being a rebel Y-Wing player.
I'll just keep the yellow Y-Wings.
Yeah. But like, it's the better version. You can't doubt that you need that extra speed with a Y-Wing to be able to get the maneuverability to take full advantage of that range 3 reach. So it makes you feel dirty doing it, but it's the only way to do it.
I just like the 4K, and you can break out of a 4K turn with a free bank.
Yeah,
or
absolutely.
a free hard turn.
Oh shit! I just lost my software. I accidentally touched the close button. Okay, I think.
You've just seen somewhere on there. I just play games in Liverpool, if you know where that is.
Obviously. Now miss
What?
everything, please. Just blank on the floor.
On there.
Oh right. Oh,
I can see it.
what's the name of the store again, sir?
Just play games.
Just play games. Okay.
Weapon specialist.
I don't know how I'm going to do this. Do press
I
that?
can live with one.
Does he not save? You got to start it all again.
Yeah, no, because it's kind of like like I say, it's a work in progress. So,
Oh, okay.
so I just got to try and. I mean, I've got.
I haven't rolled.
Well, we've just lost Miranda.
Evade.
All right, guys, the screen's going to be cleared.
Yes, but she would shoot with TLT and she would do some damage.
They've got some sort of issue going on with the
You would be lucky
TLT.
with this. Yeah, and she
The
would
Omega
be lucky
Specialist is
without
down
it.
as well.
You have to admit. But that's the game.
Clear.
People who know me.
So anyway, I'm getting data back on the screen now, guys. Let me see if I can go backwards on this.
Quick Draw's just lost all the shields anyway from Dash's HLC.
Oh, what a disaster! I think this is all crashed and as well.
We'll do our best just to keep everyone updated.
Yeah, but the
Do it
thing is, I've
old-fashioned way.
got 2 people. I've got a French and a Polish name that I've got to try and remember now. So if people can go backwards through the stream and type on the chat what the names were.
I can't even get the parents off Facebook.
Yeah.
My phone doesn't work.
Oh, I can do that. Hang on.
See what they're on
Go
there.
find them on Facebook. I don't know.
Let's find the parents.
I'm not going to remember what Pierre-Anthony's town was. Stats have gone. They're not frozen. They're gone because everything took a dump. I remember he's like Pierre-Anthony. And Bartosz.
Trying to see. I can't remember where they were getting posted up into. Did they see the X-Wing Island?
European Championships, no? Right, well, go take a look over there. This guy's called Pierre-Anthony something.
I'll go
Take a photo of it, because otherwise we won't remember how to spell it. Honestly, because the Polish guy, I can't remember his name. Post it over there with that Star Wars X-Wing sign. I believe I can get Bartosz's list back up without too much effort.
Where's one forward and take
So sorry about this, guys. I accidentally closed everything. I've not got a way of recovering it once I do that. At the moment, that'll be one of the next things I'm going to do, obviously. We've got Omega Specialist down. We've got Miranda down. We've got Dash on full health. And Quick Draw taking damage. There's 1 whole point left.
What greens do you have? So green maneuvers on here.
Take one, and I'll burn the focus with one stability. Nora, take one.
Alright, not many.
Okay. Let me get the names up on screen, so at least we got that. Pierre-Anthony. Alright, Bartosz, Wojcicki.
I'll take a stress to cancel it. 2.
Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Polish surnames. Let's go. Wojcicki. Okay. J-C-I-K. C-K-I. Okay. And he was from Legion, Krakow, Poland. Okay. Right. Pierre-Anthony Corrado. I don't remember where he's from. France, we'll just put France.
Somewhere in France.
I think when he put it in, I knew the name. But I can't. They're on dials right now, aren't they? Seb?
Second, sorry?
They're doing dials right now, aren't they?
Yeah. We've only got Dash's dial down at the moment.
Take a look behind me, see how much time is left in the round in the corner.
3 minutes.
Okay, that stuff up to date. Now I'm halfway through getting the yellow list back on screen. And I can pretty much remember what was going on Anthony's list, Pierre-Anthony. Over to my software, list generator, clear.
Big stand? Big stand. Oh shit. Sorry. Happens.
I can hear the table behind them more than I can hear them. Someone's talking about Biggs being dead.
Big slice matter.
Okay, build this thing. Going over here. Deactivate this button.
It's a bump from the bomber anyway. It's a quick draw.
So things didn't go too well for you yesterday,
No, not really.
And so your idea of being here today is to some side event, or?
I'm just going to enjoy the expo today.
Oh,
sort of
right.
mill around, and then the wiring later on this afternoon.
Wicked.
So,
Cool. So we've got Bartosz's list back up on screen.
we've got one.
Yeah, and it'll give me a minute to get through. Miranda. Probably a bad idea because I'm not on the other list yet, but we'll do that anyway.
Beginning of combat, focus from right, please shoot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's try and rebuild the Imperial list.
HLC, obviously, one target. Global. Near dead. Very dead.
That's a quick draw kill.
I think I'm probably the match is going to be over by the time I get this done.
Just start with the tie bomber, it'd be a lot easier.
Modification chips.
Nice.
Clone. Remove prime thrusters. Change into a mega specialist using crack shot.
Yeah, I think he's just spent crack shot as well just to get one through.
Cool.
Spent.
Now bomber. Gamma squadron veteran. Crack. Why is he not doing it? Why is he not doing it? Crack. Okay. Now I've just got to copy paste this. Oh, these crazy long upgrade bars, man.
You must hate when they put jump masters in.
No, more than anything, it was like last year when I come to the Yavin Open and everyone played Contracted Scouts. And I ended up typing in Contracted Scouts so many times.
So you started doubting yourself how to spell it.
I figured my keyboard was like, the C was getting worn out. Okay, PT.
Ale Mirka zeszła tak kurwa przypadkiem. Nie, bo poleciałem zajebiście, wjebałem go, ominąłem, nie wypalił żadnych rakiet. Wjebałem się między statki, nie? I kurwa przeżył mu ten SF na jednym życia, nie?
FCS.
So what bombs does the bomber have on it?
The bomber has a thermal detonator.
Thermal detonator.
Yeah.
Just watching what's going on, but I've not actually seen their list yet. So.
Yeah. Don't rub it in, mate. I'm working on it.
I mean no hard feelings. Just want to know what's going on.
GC. So, lists are inbound.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's coming in.
That kind of changes.
I'm not going to make a warping in reference.
No,
I'm not going to do it.
More than anything, I hate having to do it live and direct because then people start to work out how I'm doing it and they go, oh, I see what you've done. Right, anyway, no, I think it's a Rebel, red, right, and we got to get rid of these two TIE SFs. We got to get rid of Miranda. Dash just got any damage on it?
I think he took a shield.
Okay.
I'll just wait.
And
Should be able to see
the bomber's not got any damage either?
Bomber's untouched.
Okay. I think I recovered. He's got two shields.
Yeah, he's taken 2 damage.
He's only got 2 shields on his card, so he's lost 3. He's got 5 shields. Okay.
Sorry, my apologies.
There we go. All right. Well, we've now got Pierre-Anthony Corrado from France and Bartosz Wojcicki from Legion Krakow, Poland. And I'm going to try not to touch that close button again. Okay.
That was fun. Oh yeah, I should have violated the rules.
All right, so right now we've 47 points to Pierre-Anthony and 70 to Bartosz. And it looks like we're coming to the end because I don't see how the HLC dash should take more than like 2 rounds to take out the bomber.
The bomber that could.
Yeah, well, the little bomber that could. We'll have to wait and see. But
Could you hold this, please?
what's he going to do? I don't know. I don't see how it's going to work.
I just want to see one thing, alright?
Let's see what they're doing here. They're walking around the table.
I may be doing a barrel roll the other way, but then I'm not a dash player. I'm sure a lot of people watching the stream know how to fly dash way better than me, but maybe if he'd have gone the other way, he might have got a shot off. And I don't know.
I think what he's trying to do is make sure he follows the bomber The bomber's
Yeah.
going to keep moving in that direction. He wants to get the next couple of rounds of fire on him. HLC.
Let's check range 1. Yes, there is.
The bomb.
Yeah, it's gonna hit him.
Stress and a damage. And Sabine's dead. Yeah.
No, you don't.
Sabine's on Miranda. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's
Oh no, he's still got
bomber's bomb.
Oh,
Sabine
right,
wouldn't
yeah,
make a
my bad.
difference.
Oh, Jesus. Oh.
Sabine would be very overpowered.
Yeah, it's just you get through this thing where you kind of like remember mechanics. It's like, as far as commentating is going, there's only like certain things you have to pay attention to. You just got to remember when certain triggers
why
happen.
I
So you're like,
didn't
when you
viral
see a
this
bomb, you're like, is Sabine there? Is Sabine there?
Yeah.
See,
To be
you
fair,
got-
how often do you see a Thai bomber on stream anyway? We'll
Well,
give you that.
I'm a Thai bomber fan as well. So I'm the Y-wing for the Rebels and the bomber for the
I'm
Imperials.
going to agree with you there.
Yeah, and I've played 5 bomber lists.
I bet you're looking forward to unguided rockets when they come out. Make them actually pretty good.
Yeah,
Just a big swarm of
I'm
them.
kind of
one
like
forward focus.
maybe it's not something I'd really focused on. The unguided rockets, I'm not really a fan of focus tokens, so I'm not really sure. I prefer target locks, so I'm not really sure how far I go with that. But
In Poland, we call
for
that
example, I
barrels.
played the one with where you take the 5 bombers with the TIE shuttle titles,
Shout out
and you
to,
put
like,
a tactician on all of them, and then you got some space left over to put Darth Vader on one, Mara Jade on another, maybe an
actually
Intel
sounds
agent,
really
and it gets a bit crazy. But you got to make. But the one time I ended up playing it was like the other dude I played against was playing 3 defenders right when they just come out, and he was like, "I'm gonna play a bit of a crazy list, so I mean it might look a bit weird, but don't worry about it." He puts down 3 defenders. So I go, "All right, you must think I'm like a rube." Right, you're telling me like, oh, because it's new, yeah, I wasn't gonna know what it was gonna do to me. I was like, oh, here we go.
I bet you didn't feel good coming out of that.
Yeah, like 3 defenders against Thai bombers. You know what I mean?
Putting rings around you.
There was like, this was before we got the list out. No, I'm going to play a bit of a weird list, so don't laugh at me. This is what he says. And I go, oh, well, me too. And then he gets out 3 defenders, I get out 5 bombers. Oh, really?
You get the points for the weird list, he doesn't.
And so it was over in about 20 minutes.
Yeah, but the thing is though, if you put that list down and your opponent, if you know you're having one of those kind of days where you are just flying random lists, they could be some of the funniest games of X-Wing you've ever had.
Yeah. Well, no, the thing is that what was the funny list was when you were playing 3 defenders when they first came out, like I was. I was like, oh no, man, I've got 2 deltas and a Vessery, and they're not much good. But anyway, what was the other one we had was Jonas with 2 deltas with the heavy laser cannons, so you could re-roll the dice. The Jonas Brothers, they called it.
I'll always remember that sort of when the pack was first announced with the fix for the defenders.
Yeah.
Everyone at our local club lost it because Thai D title, this is amazing. We can
Yeah, that
double
was the thing, wasn't it?
So everyone got the paper upgrade cards out and started messing around and goes, it's not actually that good, is it?
Yeah.
And not at any point did anyone sit there and go, let's test X7.
Yeah.
They all just thought it would be
Well,
like, it's not that
cheaper,
good.
and
Thai
that's
D is
it,
better.
yeah.
Like,
I mean, this is the interesting thing about the FFG release cycle is you have when a card gets released and people talk about it, and it's kind of like there's always like we were talking about before. We were talking about TLT when that first got released. There were a lot of people saying that's a bit useless, isn't it? I mean, it's only doing 1 damage per attack and stuff like that. So you're not taking into account the range free, the fact that it's 2 attacks, it's 2 damage per turn if you can get it off, and then when Palpatine got announced, and it was like, I don't know, 8 points, 2 crew slots, that seems too expensive to me, and you're only getting changed 1 dice, and look how things went that way, do you know what I mean? Everyone was like saying before
how
it
wrong
came
everybody
out,
was.
Palpatine's going to be useless here, like he takes up like nearly 10% of your squad points and stuff like that. And,
He's worth a lot more than 10%.
and the same thing that happened with the TIE Defender title is that people were like, the TIE D title was like the newest thing, and everyone just ignored the X7 title.
But it is odd. Like, it never even crossed anyone's mind. Let's just completely ignore X7 because that's useless. Because Thai D is the one that we won.
Yeah.
And then you look at all the results. X7 was everywhere.
Yeah. We had one of my friends from the Smash community, Yon, was the guy who came up with the list with the 3 X7 crack shots and took it to the Nationals in France and wrecked shop with it. And it was just like, oh my god. And so then they went on, the French guys went to the Belgian Nationals with it and won there as well. And it was like, oh no, what have we done? We created a monster. Damage going on to the bomber.
Blank? I can't see.
2 damage going.
What greens do
You've got
they
an
have?
evade in there somewhere.
Yeah. Every time he Bartosz, a lot of times you hear him say to his opponent, "What greens do you have?" And he wants to take a look at the dial.
Quite hard to remember though. I mean, if someone asked me, I wouldn't even know what a time bomber has for a green. It's been that long since I've played
I think
one.
it's just a 2 straight, and I think it has 1 banks. It doesn't have a 1
dial's
straight.
better than a Y-wing.
I don't think it has a 1 straight, but it has 1 banks green and 2 straight.
Okay.
The Y-wing's terrible, isn't it? The normal one, it's just 1 straight and 1 2 straight.
Yeah.
And it's just like, wow, I can't do anything.
That's why for 1 point you can add 5 green maneuvers to your dial.
And change 2 red ones to green.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It's what makes them better than the Rebels. But the thing that I found mostly with, like, when you say why do I play someone over Rebels at the moment is with a Sarge knocking around quite a lot. So she comes in, dumps you a stress at range 2. If you're fighting Rebels, you're pretty much committed to going slow or not having a focus token. Now with Scum, you can just go, alright, I'm out of here, 3 hard, gone, green, focus.
Absolutely.
And then she's actually got to go quite quick to keep chasing it.
Yeah.
I found use that way. Because you just clip the debris. Yeah, he has, yeah.
Focus as well. It's going to be really difficult for this TIE defender now. I mean, he's got 2 homing missiles, but he's not got a target. Is that little thing a target lock?
Yeah, he's got a target
okay.
lock on dash. The barrel rolling, but I don't think wherever he goes this time, I think he's probably going to take a torp shot back if he doesn't die.
Yeah.
He's got what, 4 hull left?
He's got 4 hull. It's interesting that the dash Rendar player is electing to go into range 1.
Yeah.
So is the homing missiles don't work in range 1?
No, so it's going to be a primary off the bomber. But obviously dash has no shot.
Yeah, you should. So.
Yeah, range 2 to 3 on the homing missiles. So I'm seeing a blank, a hit, and a focus.
Yeah. I mean, ideally, he doesn't want to be taking 2 more shields just to drop that MOV off.
Not really. It's going to be an uphill battle.
I mean, what would you do in this situation if you were the bomber? Would you spend your target lock?
To re-roll the blank and the focus?
Yeah. Would you just try and get that last 2 damage through the half points here?
Well, he's looking at a 3 dice attack. How come the bomber's shooting first? Did Dash already shoot?
Dash can't shoot. He's in range 1 now, isn't he? So Dash
Oh yes,
is
right,
HLC,
of course, yeah. Right. I thought, why is he not attacking the primary? Well, yes.
Yes, here we go.
Because otherwise, the next round he's going to take 4 dice attack. He can get the target lock back with his action next turn.
Double base. He's going to set a 1.
Good windows.
It's worth it.
It's slow though. I really had.
Yeah.
Because he's got no other option now. He's not going to be able to fire his missiles again.
No, because Dash is just going to slow roll. 1 turn barrel roll, 1 turn barrel roll, 1 turn barrel roll. Well,
And the two hard's red, isn't it, on a bomber?
yes. It's only the 3. If I hold on. We can have a look. Yes, 2 hards are red. They got that 5k, but I don't think that's going to work. The problem is that with Dash having the barrel roll to reposition himself, he's going to work himself back into range 1 again. Yeah. He's going to make sure he's not receiving fire from those missiles. He's going to take a full advantage of Lone Wolf to be able to re-roll his evade dice, and so the bomber's got to get 1 more damage off of Dash to be able to get the half points on him before he takes fire.
It can be done, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it all depends on whether or not Dash tries to engage or not. If he's going to try and escape to range so he can fire with the heavy laser cannon, then things could be different. But then he's opening up the possibility of receiving fire from the homing missile.
Anyway, he's lost his target lock now, so the homing missile's gone. So we spent that, and we've got a double stress on the bomber. So he's got 2 turns to stay alive before he can at least get the target lock to prep the shot. So no, it's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
But then he's got only 1 focus token on Ray, so Dash is going to have
So
to
I would
slow
guess
down and start
in this
acting it up
case,
as well.
Bartosz wants to take a long maneuver with the YT to get himself to range 3 and use the heavy laser cannon. Interesting.
Fall forward.
Maybe he's trying to block that.
I did the same maneuver.
Okay.
Nah. Maybe he's thinking Dash would turn in.
Yeah, well here we go. This is where the heavy laser cannon comes out. He's got a focus result, he's got Lone Wolf. He's got 3 hits, a evade and a blank. No, is it a focus?
Focus and a blank.
2 hits go in.
I used focus or no?
And they return to dials.
I'm not sure.
And they return. I can hear Bartosz really well through the microphone, but I can't hear Pierre-Anthony when he speaks. Pierre-Anthony. And
The mic's by his.
yeah. So he's down. So the bomber's just down to 2 hull.
Yeah.
Dash render. I don't know.
He needs to do 1 shield on Dash for half.
But he's not going to be able to make it. He's going to receive another. He's going to receive another attack this turn. And so
if he can deal with it, I guess.
interesting. Going for the engagement.
Depends where he's going.
Oh,
Don't think it's enough to escape range 1.
I think he's at range 1 right now, but he's going to barrel roll out of the way.
Yeah. There we go.
I was doing quite well anyway. I'm doing it anyway. It wasn't. I'm doing quite well anyway.
I think that was just a check there to see if the barrel wouldn't fit to the left.
Yes.
Kind of proof that he's ranged there.
So here it comes. We've got Lone Wolf with focus token.
3.
Gets
Needs 2
3.
evades.
In they go. Oh no, just
Oh,
one.
he survived. Okay, so he gets another one.
Oh,
So if he does damage here,
then he gets that advantage. Looks like a crit. No, nothing.
No, nothing.
Nothing. No way.
that's unfortunate.
Tres malo. Tres mal. Tres mal.
That was 1 lucky bomber.
Yeah. Still, though, it's not changing anything right now.
No, I
is
think we know who's
it? That was his opportunity to get those half points on Dash, and I think he's lost it.
It's always nice to get some points from a game, you know. When
Yeah, well, especially when you're talking about this. I mean, they are quite well placed at the moment. They're by no means out of the game. With 2 losses, there's still every opportunity to get to the top 16.
I heard people chatting yesterday that a few 7-2s were good. Whether or not that's true, I have no idea. I've not worked out. I've not looked at
Well,
the
now I
triangle.
don't know, because I was kind of confused. I didn't know how many rounds there were going to be. Obviously, I don't follow this sort of information. My part of the subject is I've just got to show up on the day.
Yeah.
And so I didn't pay attention to how the format was or anything like that. And I
it
thought
was
they
4
were,
yesterday, wasn't it? And
There was 4
they're
yesterday.
playing 5 today. So we've got 9 rounds of Swiss, then up to 16.
and it was like 350 players. So let's have a look here.
Did we have many drop overnight to do Destiny today? Or?
But most of them were already in positions that it wasn't worth it.
Right.
You had Jesper Hills drop because he's supposedly got a family event this weekend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And he was actually placed quite well. He was in the top 32 when I got the rankings last night. So, yeah, there'll be 8 players that are with 1 loss or more or less.
Yeah.
So that 1 person that will be undefeated. 6 players with 1 loss, so 7. So you're looking at 9 players with a 7-2 record
Yeah, so it's
out of 25. So just under 8% of them.
healthy MOV, but it's a good amount though to go through on 2 losses.
Yeah, 9 players.
It'd be interesting to see who makes it, because I did have a quick check through the standings yesterday.
Yeah.
And the MMV's all over the place.
Yeah.
It's,
So interesting choice by Dash in this case. That he's decided I'm going to try and get closer. And now they're in contact, so there's another round that we're going to have to sit through. but for some unknown reason, like.
This is where he pulls some absolute magic trick out here.
The bomber, yeah? is currently,
he's
currently stressed and facing the board edge. So
no push, no glory, fall forward.
Yeah. He's got what is it? So he's got like one bank to the left is pretty much his only option right now.
I think a 3 hard may just fit from the angle that we're looking at. I don't know. But
maybe just. It's going to be close.
At Worlds, I was losing this game.
Yeah.
There was no way I could win. This Y-Wing had so many crits on it.
Yeah.
And we were just joking about it, like, oh, I wonder if a 4K would fit. And that was my opponent saying it. So I was like, and I was probably in about the same position that he was in. Now, so I was like, you know what, he's dying next turn anyway. So
a 4K doesn't
4K
fit
nobly off the board.
A 4K doesn't fit here because of the you can see by the asteroid positions, he's way within range too.
Oh yeah, oh god yeah. It was just like, it's one of the things, you know, when you're just having a nice game with an opponent, you're having a bit of a laugh, and it's just like, you know what, I could fly this ship off the board for you with its one hull left.
I'd rather make you work for it.
Yeah, you're going to have to shoot
You
this
have
guy.
to earn that point, those points.
I remember one guy, I can't remember who it was, he had 1 health, so he just purposely flew himself onto a rock with his pulp shot, and then pulped his thing to a crit to take the damage to kill it. So he's like, I'm denying you this victory.
The Palpatine suicide.
Okay, this is an interesting move. So we did a 1 forward to play one of the stress was to block.
Yeah.
And now obviously Dash is going to be, so he's going to have to barrel to get out of arc.
Yeah.
Straight away.
But that's not that hard.
No.
Dash
but
is
no
like,
shot again.
okay.
And you know what that means? Another turn.
Yeah.
It's happening.
I don't even know why I switched the camera back to the table. you can see what's going on here. But now, he didn't actually move. So now this is where we've got to see that 3 turn left.
It's going to have to be. He can't really do it. He can't afford a 1 forward again.
I mean, one bank is pretty much the only other thing he's got, but he'll leave him the next turn. He's stuffed anyway. He can't do 1 forward.
Realistically, Dash probably is just going to go hard 1 to the left, maybe just clear this rock this side.
Yeah, obviously. Dash hasn't got a problem. But
wherever this goes,
here we go. This is where we got to see. He did the 1 bank. From what I no, 3
hard.
turn.
Blame Dash, he was in the way.
Okay.
Blame Dash.
So the camera angle makes it difficult for us to see how far he was from the table edge, but he's managed to keep it on.
Yeah, so there's the 1-2.
All right. Bomber's not got arc. Dash is at range 2.
Target lock just
target lock. Focus from Ray.
Here's the killing blow.
Reroll for Lone Wolf. Got 4 hits. And it's over.
Thank you very much. Very good game.
That's a dead bomber.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much, sir.
It's alright. Thanks for having me.
Come around. So thank you very much for your time there. We'll talk later when we get to see all these Y-Wings and stuff.
It's happening.
How many have you got today with you?
If not that, because
I've got everything that I own.
And you don't know what the number is?
I've got 32 with me.
Do you have, because you even got like Shapeways ones.
Yeah, so I don't count them for today.
Right, okay.
Just the FFG.
What you need to do is you need to get one of the Gold Squadron ones that's all balked. You know the pilot card?
Yeah.
Has got the funny engine.
Yeah.
You need to get one, a model made that's got like the extra long engine on one side.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll see them later. Thank you very much. So we're talking about within the 60s.
Yeah, I've got 60 in the boot of my car.
Okay.
And that's from a lot of the guys at my local and stuff.
Okay, wicked.
So,
well, thank you very much for your time, and I'll go get interviews from them now, and we'll talk to you later.
Yeah,
Okay, excellent. Thank you.
Kurwa, tą Mirkę straciłem tak przypadkiem.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we have Pierre-Anthony Corrado.
Tak.
Eh?
Tak. It's my nickname.
He calls himself Pack. 2-pack is what you put in the
one pack.
All right, 1 pack. Okay. How did that game go for you? It got pretty close to at one point. We weren't really sure if it was going to go in your favour or against him.
This matchup is like a conflict.
Yeah.
I can do a lot of damage. He can hard dodge me
Can I
easily.
just ask you to move a little bit closer, please? Sorry. No, that, in that direction. A bit more. There we go. Perfect. It's good. Because what happens is you sit a bit further back, and on the screen I appear like a giant, and you're like a little tiny man. Anyway.
I'm not so big.
Yeah. So go ahead. Tell me how did it go?
Dash just insane. I hate this guy. This pilot is
It's very bad, huh?
Yeah.
Is it? Obviously, it was so much damage output for the 4 dice, and the repositioning where he's able to get into range 1 of your bomber, and there's a lot of turns where nothing happened and stuff like that. So it just makes it more like a war of
end game
attrition.
is just for fun at the end of the game.
Yeah. Did you
I
see?
have just a little chance to take the half of Dash.
Yeah. And we were watching. We were commenting on the whole time.
He fly very well.
Congratulations. And it was difficult. And you had a really bad roll at the end there. You almost had it, and a really bad roll just made you lose.
Ouais.
Yeah. How many?
Nice game.
So, what part of France did you come from again?
Pardon?
What part of France did you come from again? Where do you live in France?
Near Lyon.
Lyon. Okay.
16 kilometers.
Okay. And how many of you have come over from there?
We are 7.
7.
Right.
Cool. Excellent.
7.
And are you the one that's doing the best out of everyone?
Me?
Yeah.
Well,
No.
No.
Who's doing better? Who in your team is doing better than you?
We have with us the vice-French champion,
Oh, yeah.
Adrien Chouquet.
Ah, right. Well, the French champion's also here, but he's not from France.
Yes, it's Lyon.
Lyon, yeah. Okay. And how well's what's his name again? What's your friend's name again?
Pac, Pierre-Anthony Corrado.
No. The vice champion.
Adrien Chouquet.
Adrien Chouquet. Okay. And how's he doing?
A teammate to him,
Yeah.
French.
Okay. And how is Adrien? How is he doing? How many wins?
Il a gagné 4-1. 4-1.
He lost the last one, or he lost one before?
He lost.
Oh, okay. Same as you, yeah. All right. So excellent. Well, thank you very much, Pac. Okay.
Thanks to you.
We'll see you in the future. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Let me go get Bartosz. Good game.
Thank you.
Well done. Move yourself a little bit closer.
All right.
How was that for you? Did it seem to be an easy matchup for you when you sat down?
Well, there was this moment when I thought I have it. There was this moment when I thought I have it. It was when I slammed inside. So I knew I had TSF on lower PS behind me and Quick Draw in front of me. No rocket shot, full Miranda. So I was like, fine. Corner net on that guy, he'll be dead. I have dash in support. But he served first. So basically, first Quick Draw just stripped me off my shields.
Yeah.
Just bang, nothing. Then that guy survived on 1 HP, which was that was critical.
Yeah.
And well, Miranda got the worst crit ever for Miranda, so no actions. Damage console array, I think that's the English name for the card.
Damage sensor array. Yeah.
Damage sensor array. So that was critical part of the game when I felt, okay, let's see where it goes from here. But I was in a very good position because I had dash on the back, full dash. One ship dying anyway because there was iron bomb.
Yeah.
That sloop from Quick Draw was that was okay. Thank you very much. That was a present. And I was very happy because he haven't shot single rockets.
Cool.
Unfortunately, that crit Miranda was dead basically because if she would survive Quick Draw's shot, he would fire rockets from the bomber. So, but she could regen. She would probably hurt Quick Draw as well.
Yeah.
So that could go both ways. But Dash had them on the plate.
Right.
TSF dying from iron bomb. Quick Draw iron. And I was out of his arc, so I could strip his shield, so no second shot.
Yeah.
But he flew excellent with the bomber. And there was this moment when I did hard 3, and he did hard 3 as well. And I felt, like cold sweat on my back, like, oh crap, I'm going to fly out. And I was like, oh. I was too confident. So, but the game, well, he had bomber. Let's face it. And,
I mean, it was in your favour.
Yeah, it was in my favour.
He flew well, and there was that bit towards the end where we weren't sure if he was going to manage to get that last shield off you, get the extra points for the half and everything like that. So he did really well, but it just at the end of the day, it just wasn't enough.
Well, I think it was also very crucial for the game that he got too stressed and he didn't clear them out for the game because he couldn't. I wasn't afraid of homing missiles in the mall.
Yeah.
Because he was just, I didn't care.
Yeah.
Because he spent the target log on range 1 on 3 dice, and I was defending myself with 3 dice anyway. So I was fine with it.
Cool. Excellent. Well, thank you very much. Listen,
Thank you.
one thing we'll talk about really now. So you've come over from Poland. You're part of Legion Krakow.
Yeah.
So your teammates with people like Paras.
Yeah.
You've not been able to come today. And stuff
Yeah.
like that. I met him in Spain. And
No.
So a very nice guy. Say hello to him.
Shout out to Legion. Shout out to Łódź, Manila.
Yeah.
Shout out to Warsaw because I'm currently living in Warsaw.
Okay.
Shout out to Ola. Kocham cię.
Okay.
And to my mom because she's probably watching it.
Obviously, you shared it, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. No, because my mom went into it when I went there. Okay, because it's very convenient for me because I came here for work because I'm staying in Birmingham 2 weeks walking, so it was just come 3 days earlier.
Right, so that's another thing I was going to ask you is that your English is very good. You've got like a little accent that's like almost native.
Oh, thank you very much.
You can notice that you're not native, but there's certain things you say that sound a lot more kind of native English. Like certain words.
I work a lot with English blokes, so it just
comes with you.
Yeah.
Wicked. Well, thank you very much, Bartosz.
Thank you very much.
Good luck for the rest of the tournament, and we'll see if we see you further
I'm not
up.
thanking for that because that brings bad luck, I think.
What?
Thanking for someone wishing you good luck in Poland, that's bad luck.
Oh, is it? Okay. Well then.
That's why I'm not thanking.
No problem.
Cheers.
Okay, thank you very much.
See you.
Bye.